Hi guys, today I decided I was going to show you kind of a new recipe. To be completely honest, I've never tried this recipe, so if it turns out like crap, you're not going to see it. But if it turns out awesome, I'm totally posting this. So this is going to be a fake out chicken cordon bleu. I'm not a huge fan of regular chicken cordon bleus only because I'm not a huge fan of the breading and they tend to taste a little too dry for me. So we're going to go around all of that stuff and make some awesome chicken cordon bleus, fake out way. So I'm going to turn the camera to the prep first, and then I'll show you guys the stove, and we'll go from there. Alright, so I have two chicken breasts here. They're both fairly large, so I am going to trim them up a little bit, and then I'm going to cut them in half so that they're a little more manageable for us to eat. Cut them in half. I'm just going to place my hand on top, and then these are slightly frozen in the middle so I can still kind of cut down them fairly easily. I'm going to do that to the other one as well. Alright, from here I'm going to salt and pepper both sides. That's pretty much it for the prep. This is a really, really easy recipe. So I'm going to turn the camera over to the stove so you can see how I'm going to cook it, and then I'm also going to make a sauce while we're at it so that it stops it from drying out. Alright, so once this pan heats up, I am going to add a little bit of olive oil. I'm choosing to use olive oil in this particular recipe because I wouldn't mind some extra flavor from the olive oil, and then I'm just going to add in the chicken breast. So while that's cooking, we're going to get started on our little sauce. I'm just going to add a little bit of olive oil again, and about a tablespoon of butter. You put the oil in with the butter to stop from burning your butter, plus a little extra flavor. Once your butter is melted, you're going to add a little bit of flour to make a roux. You want to let it cook a couple of minutes to cook out the flour. The darker it gets, the less thickening power it has, so keep that in mind. It's also going to have a nutty flavor as it gets darker. I'm going to put a lid on this chicken to help it cook a little faster. And then in order to lower the calories a little bit, make it a slightly healthier meal, we are going to add part milk and part chicken stock. This is just unsalted kitchen basics. We're going to do about half of what you would do in milk normally in chicken stock. Do half and half. You can see how quickly that thickens up. From here, I'm going to add some milk to it. Whisk that in. so to season up this sauce a little bit, we're going to keep it pretty simple. Do a little bit of salt. A little bit of white pepper. If you don't have white pepper, you can use regular. A little bit of nutmeg. I find nutmeg works really, really well in just about any cream sauce. Just a little bit though. And then just a little bit of garlic powder and onion powder. You'll see these a lot with me. I use them a ton, like in just about everything. The reason why I didn't use actual garlic and onion in this is because I wanted it to be a super smooth sauce, and that would stop that from happening a little bit. Now my sauce looks like it's getting a little too thick, so I'm going to thin it out with just a little bit more chicken stock. Check on our chicken. Looks like it is ready to flip. Look how nice those look. I'm going to keep it uncovered at first because I want to get some nice color on the other side too. I'm going to cover these again. So now the chicken is just about cooked all the way through, so we're going to add some ham to this. I just have your basic deli ham. And I'm just going to take a slice, if I can get a slice off, and put it right on top of each piece. And then I'm going to cover it to heat those through. I'm also going to add a little tiny bit of cayenne pepper to this sauce. Just give it just a little bit of heat in the background. Just a little extra flavor. Alright, so those are all done. They're nice and hot all the way through. Now, normal chicken cordon bleu is done with Swiss, and I would prefer Swiss, but we don't have any Swiss, so instead we're going to use some provolone. It's still going to taste delicious. I'm just going to top each one with a slice of cheese. Cover it for just another second to melt the cheese. Go ahead and turn the heat off. And there you go. How awesome does that look? Just going to let our vegetables finish cooking, and then I will plate this up and show you what it looks like. Alright, so we have some veggies here. These are just broccoli and cauliflower with some butter and garlic and salt and pepper. And I'm just going to take a chicken cordon bleu, and then I'm just going to take some of the sauce and just drizzle that over the chicken. Now, if you really wanted to, you could add some shredded cheese to the sauce. Go ahead and put some on the broccoli as well. And there you have it. That is our fake out chicken cordon bleu with a side of veggies. And yeah, it's going to be delicious, I hope. And if it is, you will see this recipe up here. And check the link in the description box below for the full recipe and details on how to make it. And we'll see you next time. Bye, guys.